and we said that you were staying at home.
I'm a good girl at home.
I'm like, the reality is that we're not held to the same standard. For example, you gave the example a second ago, right?
Yeah.
Of your brother. My brother's a bum because he stays at home. But if we flip the roles and we said that you were staying at home,
I'm a good girl at home.
But that could still be
you would actually gain value by being at home, and you would be looked at as a higher. Hell, people
but then
might actually
I would feel like a loser because I'm not like
doing anything.
spreading my wings and like getting out there in the world.
Stop. How you feel and what's real are two different things. You might feel like a loser, but from a male perspective, when we look at a girl and we see that she's at home with her family, etc., we will look at that woman with higher regard than a woman that's in the workforce. Right, so if we flip the roles of you and your brother, you would instantly gain more value and he would gain more value, but it's because we're not held to the same standard. So I think men are just held to a higher standard when it comes to performance. And then
I feel like that's an interesting perspective because there are some people who.
One other thing. There was one other thing I was gonna say as well, as far as shit, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. You were gonna say?
I was gonna say I feel like part of that is a perspective because I've definitely come from a upper socioeconomic family, and both female and male friends of mine have stayed at home. And it's not like, oh, you're a loser, you're staying at home. It's like, yeah, well, you better be fucking working your ass off and saving money and living at home and doing your duty as a son or daughter, living at home. So that you can save money and get your bag, invest, like buy properties. So like I think part of it is a perspective.
We're talking about somebody that's not doing shit at all, like at home not doing shit.
I mean, she didn't say he wasn't doing shit.
I'm not saying that either. Yeah, I'm not saying
like
that
he wasn't not doing shit. She didn't say anything. She just said he was staying at home.
He's just still at home. Yeah, and I would like I want more for him. That's all.
Yeah, I was like, that's fair.
But that's
I think
because,
that's a social thing.
Hold on. But that's because there is a double standard that we need to speak about. Like men are expected to perform. Women, if they perform, is great. But no one's expecting you to perform.
Like, so like he makes sense because like even and he's not even using the Bible, but even biblically, bro, a woman's supposed to stay at home until she finds a husband. That's why the guy's supposed to ask the father for the hand in marriage is because it's like, hey, as a father, I'm entrusting you to take care of my daughter the way I did. So when she needed something, I got it for her. When she was crying, I was there. When she acted out, I was patient with her. I made her feel loved. I made her feel like she's the only one. And that's why, and like that's usually how it's supposed to be. Why guys ask the father for the hand in marriage for their daughter, and why usually fathers will say yes. But yeah, the woman not supposed to leave her home until she finds a husband. It's just times are different now. But naturally, that's why guys would naturally like a woman who's probably still at home. Some do. Don't get me wrong. Like an independent woman is fine. Like it's a plus. But if you're like 26 or 27, you're like, oh shit. Hold on. My bad. If you're at 25, 24, 23, and you're like, oh well, I live at home with my parents still. No guy gonna be like, ew, like, yeah, nah, no guy gonna do that. But you like, if you're like a guy who's like 27, 28, 29, 30, oh, I live with my parents still, girls gonna look at you kind of weird, like, the fuck? Type shit.
If you're pretty enough, a lot of the times you don't have to perform anything. So, and the other thing I was going to say was, too, this might be a little bit more of a controversial take, but I've always said this. I don't think women really mature until they start buying their own drinks at the bar. And the reason why I say that, and I'll tell you why, where that quote comes from. That I say that quote because when a woman understands that her sexual market value has now diminished and she's not able to have the same gravitas towards men and demand certain resources and treatment and expectations, well, now she's like everyone else. She's got to work for her own drinks. She's got to actually have some charm. She's got to have some pizzazz. She's got to take care of herself. She's got to bring more to the table than just her beauty. So what I've noticed, and the most rational women that I've found, it's one of two things. It's either A, they come from a strong household where the father taught them, or a strong brother, where they taught them how the world really works, or B, an older woman that's been on the dating marketplace for a bit, lost her lust a bit, and now she's paying for her own drinks, and she woke up and realized, holy shit, my money, my income, my status doesn't matter to men. because it doesn't matter. And she's paying for her own drinks. Like, that's when I've seen women actually mature and understand what men want. When a girl's hot and pretty and etc., she doesn't have to give a fuck what men want because the men want her. If you're in a position where everyone wants you and you don't have to try, why would you be incentivized to care what they want in return? Think about that.
I think that
Right.
still ends up happening
Right.
when you get older. Is like there are
about
still
this.
women who don't care what men want.
Of course,
I
there's
think
some.
that's
There's
the
some.
trend that's happening. Is like
There's some.
women are like, okay, you know what? I still don't need a man. Like,
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, that lasts for so long until they realize, damn, this sucks being when my cat's alone at 35 years old. Let me kind of figure out what men want, and then they fucking wake up and realize, holy shit, they don't care about my career. They don't care about my education. They don't care about any of this
To be
stuff.
honest,
And then they wake up.
they're coping though.
Like on some like for real, like men really don't like we don't really care. It's like, bro, if you got a career and you're independent and money making, cool, like great, cool. Like it's a plus. But it's not a requirement because most dudes just don't give a fuck. We just don't care. If there is a guy you're dating or talking to, and all he is in your wallet. I'm sorry, I just ate. My bad. Acid reflexes. But if you got a dude and all he talking about is baby, give me this, give me that, you paying, like you buying, bro, like baby, I need. It's like, bruh, like, bruh, no, like, nah, that's a red flag, y'all. And but no, guys, I like every girl yeah, I never cared about what a girl really did in career, but I'll ask her like, hey, would you rather be at home mom or career driven? If she say career driven, then I'll start talking about her career and shit. But other than that, I really don't give a fuck.
Cause to be real with you, at that point, they're like, you know what? I'm gonna be independent still and not have a man. But like you said earlier, time passes. Like, wait,
In that, a lot of times, while another times, girls will say guys are scared about independent women. They don't like it's like it kills their manhood that a girl makes more than them. That's not the issue at all. The issue is when a woman usually become independent and strong and got her own stuff, she always talk about how she doesn't need a man. So let's just think about this shit logically. If you're in a room, right? Let's say you're in a room you're in a room and a couple girls and guys in there, right? And all the guys in there talk about shit. I don't need a girl. Nigga, I'm rich. I'm braided up. I don't need no girl. Like, I don't want a girl at all. I don't need none. And that all you will hear all night. You're gonna get turned off by it. You're gonna be like, bro, and the guys in there are like the guys that are successful guys, all rich guys, and that's all you hear from them, right? Then you hear guys who might not be as rich as them, or might not be as successful as them, but they start saying, you know what? I do need a girl. I go 50-50 with her. You know, like I might not be able to fully support her, but I'm down with 50-50 with her. You know, and sometimes I pull more of the weight. You know, I make more. I go 60-40, and I make more 70-30. You know, until I'm able to take full on responsibility of the business. I do want a woman. I need one. I respect one. You know, you're gonna start looking towards them. You're gonna be like, well, maybe he don't make as much, but like I feel wanted over there. So with guys, it's the same way. If you're independent and all you're saying is I don't need a man, I don't want that, guys just not gonna fuck with you because they don't feel welcomed. So it's not that we feel like, oh, she make more, I can't be with her. No, we just not gonna we're not gonna want to be with. Listen to me. Listen, we not going to want to be with you. We will still fuck you. We will just not be with you. There's a difference. So, yes, we will just not be with you. Till we just won't probably feel safe there. Then other girls who not working or something, probably don't make as much as you, not as successful as you, probably uglier than you look better than them. They probably don't suck dick better than you. You probably do a lot of shit better than them. But the fact of that other girl telling the dude how she needs a man or she wants a mate or she wants a partner, he's going to pick her every time. He's going to pick her.
Wait, hold on. What have to show for it?
Yeah, there's a couple where they acquiesce.
I don't think like
but-
everyone needs to be in a relationship though.
No,
like
I agree with you.
totally don't think from both genders that everyone should be or like needs to be in a relationship.
I disagree. I think women need to be in a relationship, and I'll
So,
tell you why.
Just with the right.
Because you guys, right?
That's a good comment.
I think women need to be in relationships because women need leadership. What I've realized is a chick that's, without instruction, she's headed for destruction. Women are not good at leading anything.
Like, I'm making impulsive
You
decisions. on my
guys are,
own.
and I don't mean this to be an asshole or whatever, but if we're going to look at things very objectively, women are inept at most things. They're just not as good as men. They're not as good decision makers. They're not as strong. They're not as well versed in certain things. Of course, there's some girls that are, but that's a minority. If we take a majority of men and a majority of women, a majority of men are superior to a majority of women. That's just what it is in a multitude of different things. So I think women need that male authority in their life, and they need that leadership. If it doesn't come from their brother or their father, it needs to come from their man. But they need that male authority.
And you described it even.
Okay, he explained it in a way, in a more direct way. Let me elaborate more what he means. What a girl said, everybody don't need a relationship. I disagree with that. I do believe everybody needs a partner. Again, biblically, you're never supposed to be alone. Just because it's always a yin and yang. There's life and death. Like there's always two. There's always two besides God, but there are always two. You know, well, God and Father. I mean, it's two words. But there are always two, right? There are always two, and like yin and yang are like good and evil. With fishes, bro. Like the black fish got a white dot. It's got evil, well, not evil or death, but life in it too. The white fish got a black dot, life with death in it too. You don't need to be alone. So what Myron's saying, I think, what he's saying is women need leadership, and I fully believe women need leadership. I like full on believe that logically. Let's go to a female group chat, right? A lot of times when girls are super indecisive. Like look at it logically. We're not saying you can't lead. We're not saying I don't think he's saying you cannot lead. I don't think he's saying you cannot be in control. I don't think he's saying you cannot lead a group of people. I do not think he's saying that. But what I do think he's saying is women are very y'all can't really lead in a way a man can. So like y'all very indecisive sometimes. Even in chats, when y'all would talk to each other, y'all always ask your group of friends, what should we do? What should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? It's never really a independency there or the leadership there. It kind of like I'm gonna just tag along. Even when y'all date somebody, like when y'all date somebody, y'all like in that honeymoon phase, y'all tag along. Y'all naturally tag along. It's not like, oh yeah, baby, me and you gonna go here, boom, 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 or me and you gonna go to the movies. We gonna go to the movies. I'm gonna pick you up at 9. Some women do that. It's rare. It's rare. Some women do that. But majority of the time, no, the man is the one engaging, saying we're going here, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're riding around, blah 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 blah. Y'all just tag along, so that's part of the leading too. That's it's just like lead. He like I don't think he means leading in just in a controlling way. Like, I don't think he means that. And another way of leadership is like if y'all on a vacation, let's say y'all go vacationing in South America, y'all go to the Amazon or something, and y'all get lost on trail, and just you and your husband or you and your boyfriend, like you're gonna look at him for protection. He's leading you, but that's the type of leadership. Or what if you got anger issues? You bipolar. A lot of y'all females are bipolar. It's fuck. So and you're super and you switch emotions a lot, your hormones and period. And sometimes y'all girls will always talk about how they like a guy who's soft sometimes with her because she can be too much, she can be crazy, she can do too much, and he still loves her. He don't ever act out or get mad at her. He just loves and respects her, and he try to talk her through shit. A lot of girls say they love guys like that, and that's another way of him leading and being in control. Because if he start acting out, throwing shit, having tantrums because he hungry, y'all gonna look at him weird as fuck, like, bro, what the fuck? Because y'all don't want to be in the leading role. Y'all don't want to do that role, that leadership role. Y'all want him to do it. That's another way of leading. Yeah, it's not always a control thing.
You said you come from an upper middle class place in Colorado. Who's the one instilling that idea in the home that you need to go and save money, stay here, get your bag up before you move out?
I mean, it's both my parents. Like, I grew up with doctors. Like, they're very indifferent parents. I didn't get advice. I just got, like, this is, like, what we do.
But do you think your mother would have that mentality without your father?
100%.
How would she get that mentality if she was single?
Some women
She
are
had
just built
that.
that way.
Yeah, I was like, she had that. She grew up in a military family.
Okay, so she came from a masculine
Yeah.
background. The military is a masculine place.
Yeah.
That is,
Wait,
and that
what does
is
your mom do versus what does your dad do? Who's the breadwinner?
My mom was an emergency room surgeon, and my dad is a child and adolescent psychiatrist.
So who's the breadwinner?
Your mom.
My mom was. She's retired now, and my dad has a private practice, so he still makes good money.
Oh. So her mom was.
It's really
making that
equal. They just make a shit ton, but it's equal for the most part.
Wait, I don't get it. If you have rich parents, why are you on OnlyFans?
Because I don't get given anything, and it's not really like I at that time I was like pursuing being an entrepreneur and being a personal trainer, and I really
Feel like a lot of times people don't understand, like, with rich parents, because I have a rich brother. My brother's rich, but just because your parents or your brother or your family member or whoever in the main house is rich and you're there with them doesn't mean like you don't try to find your own way. Maybe she's trying to find her own way. Like, probably she's trying to find like her own path, and her parents is not probably giving her something. Like, hey, we gonna give you something once you find your own way. Maybe she's trying to do that, trying to get independent from her parents. Like maybe she's trying to break off, and yeah. So yeah, I mean, shit. And one of her ways of breaking off is OnlyFans. Do I think she could pick better choices? Yes, she could have picked better choices. There's a lot of better things out there she could have done more respectfully. But OnlyFans is a faster way. So she wanted a quick, fast way, and then there she go.
enjoyed that. So
You gave
I
up
was
quick.
also doing. I still got my degree as a CPT and all that stuff, but I didn't enjoy training people. So I enjoyed like training myself and like bodybuilding as an athlete and all that stuff. So I just followed a passion and it didn't work out. So I said no to a business decision that wasn't smart.
You still are training people. You're training their forearms.
Different type of training. Yeah.
But I don't get it. I heard earlier, before I was in the band room, you said that you have a job that makes more than your OnlyFans.
Yes.
So why do the OnlyFans? I don't get
Because I want to still supplement that income and be able to reach all my goals plus like have a lifestyle. So I use it just for extra money, like all investing, like all travel, all goals, like anything I want to do with my man, anytime I want to visit my parents, like I don't.
See, this is like this is like the Kim Kardashian thing. Like it's a Kim K effect because it kind of like with her. I see where her mind's at. It's like she's saying pretty much, look, I still have my degree. I found me a job that makes more than my OnlyFans, and I'm okay with that job. I like that job. But the reason why I'm still doing OnlyFans is because that's another income to do other stuff. So I have my main life, which is my career and job. That can be maybe paying for my house, maybe pay for my car, or the extra bills. I got to pay my schooling back. Then my OnlyFans come in while I want to go on vacation, buy my man stuff. I want to go do stuff for my friends. I want to get my mom something. So I see what she means. The dual income is a very good way to get wealthy. You don't even have to be rich. It gets you wealthy to have multiple incomes. Why I say it's a Kim K effect. The reason why I say it's a Kim K effect is because she's using it with sex, like Kardashians did. Kim Kardashian, she used sex. Boom, she used the money from her sex to start opening up all these businesses and all this stuff to put her family on, to put her friends on, to get rich and wealthy. I mean, business wise, it's smart. Respectfully, uh, but hey, she did it. So yeah, Kim K effect.
Don't fuck around.
Wait, so you visit?
Hustler.
Yeah, that's why I went to
Hell yeah.
Miami. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
You
Like,
visit your family with OnlyFans money?
yes,
What do you do on OnlyFans?
I do it all on
Oh
OnlyFans.
man. Why- So your dad's around?
Yeah.
And you came from an upper middle class white home with the picket fence and a golden retriever, and you do OnlyFans?
Yep.
Popping that pussy.
When did you decide to do that?
You know, no, hold on. Chico, they're very mature. That's her choice that she made. She's very mature, bro. Come on, relax.
It was a mature decision.
I know.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
It was not a mature decision. It was not a mature decision. It was a intelligent business strategy. Oh, for sure. But a mature pick, it wasn't. It wasn't a mature thing to do.
Controversial take. This is why I think men need to be the breadwinners and women shouldn't work, because
Right.
they make really bad decisions like that. No offense. If your boyfriend, right? Like, you guys been together for like 2 years. There's no reason you should be working. Like, if it's a serious relationship, like, he should just be taking care of you, and you just
Unless you want to.
sit at home and don't do anything. Like, you should be chilling or helping him with what he has going on. This is why I'm such a big proponent
I did do
of women
that.
staying at home and not working, because when they do work, a lot of the times, and with all due respect,
Wait.
a lot of women just tend to be lazy.
You
And they
did
don't
do
want to
what?
do. They don't want to do certain jobs.
What did you say?
So I think women should work for sure. Some women actually need to work, right? Some need it because some mentally can't like be home all day, and they do say that them working helps them out. So yeah, some do need to work, but there's a lot of things you like. There's a way to make that 50-50 and meet in the middle. So, like, let me explain what I mean. So maybe let's say you got a boyfriend, right? And you got a boyfriend or a husband, whatever it is, and he makes enough, and he said, "Hey, I don't want you to work," right? And you're upset. You're like, "Well, freak, I want to work. I want to go out. I can't be here all day. I just don't want to." Blah 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 blah, etc. etc. And he's stuck on like, "Bro, no, I don't want you to work. You're not. I want you to stay at home. I want you to be at home with the kids. You're not working." And I mean, he can say it in a nicer way. Don't get me wrong. That's just him being straight blunt with it. But he can say it in a nicer way, you know. But yeah, let's say that's pretty much the moral of it. Well, to meet in the middle, he could be like, "Look, baby, I understand that you want to work. I understand that completely. What about this? Let's say you got a hobby. Let's say you got a hobby. Yo, Pluto. Oh, Venus. Hey, come here. Hey, this is Venus, y'all. Venus. So let's say, okay, so let's say like, hold on, where is that? So let's say that like you got a hobby, right? And you're out Venus, girl. Look, if you don't go Venus, you know that's the front door. But let's say you got a hobby and your hobby is like Venus. Stop. Thank you. So let's say you got a bit. Let's say you got like a damn. Mess me up. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's say you got a hobby, right? And your hobby is I don't know. Let's say like jewelry, right? You make jewelry. You make no. Let's say you got garden. You had a garden, right? You have a garden. You love gardening, plants, trees. You love all that, right? Flowers. You just love it all, right? So you stay home. Let's say you start gardening. Start gardening. Grow your own vegetables. Grow your own. Start growing plants. Maybe start making your own medicines. You know, you try to make your own homemade medicines. Homemade, like your homemade soaps and your homemade stuff, and that can save money in the house. Maybe you're not working like physically out there working, but you're putting money in your man's pockets. If you was out there working a real job, let's say you worked a job at you was a car salesman, you selling cars, you're putting money in the owner's pocket. You still getting a check, he writing you money, but you put it in another man's pocket. Let's say you stay at home and do the gardening. You put the money in your own man's pocket, and you're married to him, right? So he must be providing for you enough for you to feel like you can marry him. And so now that's money go back into your pockets. So like it's really a team thing. It's not really a one-on-one thing. A lot of people make it a one-on-one versus thing. It's really not. It's really a team thing.
So
I did help him make money. I actually hired him, and he worked for me when we were first dating.
So you're recreating that household
then-
with your relationship.
there we go. She's the boss.
Again,
bro.
yeah.
She's the boss.
Never do that. Never do that. Never do that. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Never do that.
Yeah, she's the boss.
Yeah, and this is
She
proof.
is now the breadwinner of our household.
Your mom. You see, this is why like you need to have the men in charge, because when women are in charge, you end up being a prostitute on the side. Like at least commit
I
full
mean,
time.
sleeping with people in person is being a prostitute and getting paid for it. I don't sleep with
Getting
people in
paid to-
person.
Or you sell your body for money.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Online.
No, it's not.
What do you sell?
It's
getting
not,
paid
girl. It's
to-
not the same. Fucking someone in
for
person. You're
money
20,
is
girl. You're 20. You
Well,
couldn't even
fucking
vote the
somebody-
last command.
So
Like
what do you
Fucking
sell?
somebody for money.
fucking somebody for
What you call
money
fucking
in
somebody for
person,
money?
honey. Fucking
That's
somebody in
bullshit.
money for
Okay.
person is not the same thing as being online.
You're still selling
You're
pussy,
selling
right?
coochie.
Honey, yes, but
Okay,
that's
so
not the
it's the
same
same
thing
thing.
as fucking someone in person.
I mean, she's right. It's not the same thing as fucking somebody in person. But the definition of prostitute is you sell your body sex. You get money for sexual gratitude or sexual pleasure, something like that, something sexual. Matter of fact, let's look it up. That's wrong. Here we go. Okay, a person, in particular a woman who engages in activity for payment. Okay, so yeah, so she's okay. So she's not a prostitute, but she could be. It could be prostitution. She might not be a prostitute, but it could be prostitution. Oh, so different now. So okay, practice of occupation. Occupation. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry, y'all. Of engaging in a sexual activity with someone for payment. So she is not doing prostitution by definition. Okay.
She's agreeing with you, but you're not understanding it. The whole point is that you're selling your body. No, you're making a good point.
Okay.
You're selling your body for money on the side.
Do you think it's something that would
Yes.
affect you in the long run? Like, do you think it'd be something that
Like,
you'd
do you
regret
think-
when you turn like 35?
So I've definitely like worked jobs where it did affect me. Like it affected my job status. Like I lost a condo. Like I lost a house. Like I've experienced like what it's like being on the other side of it.
So before she get to the butt part, life is already showing her what it can do. Like when you're doing some bad situation or doing something you're not supposed to be doing, life will kind of throw you shit. It will throw you hints. That's why people will be like, damn, it feels like I'm on a repeat. Or you might be in a relationship and it feel like the same shit keep happening. Or every time you get a new partner, the same shit happens. So it's like if something keeps repeating, that means life is telling you need to change something. Well, in this situation, she said, yeah, it's affecting me. I lost jobs. Okay. Lost the jobs. Cool. Get a new one. I lost a condo. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Well, okay. Damn tough. Okay. I lost a house. Bitch. It's like, damn. Bro, no, you gotta quit doing what you're doing. Life is showing you what you could lose. It's getting worse each time.
and realizing like, okay, like what
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 grounds
is
did
it
they not give
worth
you
to
a
me?
condo? That's weird. On what grounds they didn't give you a condo?
That's crazy.
Because I lost the job, so I didn't get the loan. So if you don't have a job, if you don't have like a W-2, you can't get the loan.
They're being sexist against you. That's not cool.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
Okay, because you lost the job because of OnlyFans, and then as a result, okay.
Yeah, someone's wife saw
Look at
my
Ripple say.
Instagram, got very jealous, and then after getting a raise, the next day I got let go.
So it was the woman's fault because she was emotionally manipulated
It
by
was
your
her fault.
selling your sex.
Yes, it was her
See,
fault.
or would you describe your boyfriend and your dad as like masculine people?
My boyfriend and my dad. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to group my boyfriend and my dad together, but I would describe them as masculine people.
Have they ever expressed shame?
Yeah.
So why
But
did
I
you stop?
think that's normal to have shame come from your parents, not from just doing sex work, just from being a human and fucking up and disappointing them. I think shame can come in a lot of different ways.
Right, but when you shame your parents, usually you're supposed to try to stop those actions. If you're giving shame to your home, why don't you stop?
I mean, it's my life. It's not like shame on my household, like some fucking weird ass shit. Like my parents are still gonna live, they're still gonna make money. Like it's their decision to let me back into their life and like be in my life as well. Like they expressed that no, they weren't okay with me like doing this in their house, but they never told me like I'm disappointed in you.
Let me
Like,
guess, did
you
you-
should feel bad about yourself.
Did
Like
your
it's
dad-
not about that.
Did your father vote for Joe Biden?
He did.
I knew it. See, this is exactly.
So, in this situation, I don't, like, as a parent, some parent, the real parent, parents would be, the parent would be disrespected. Parents would be disrespected. They'll feel disrespected for sure because of like what's going on with their child. A lot of times, kids will disappoint their parents, but if a parent is really your parent and they really love their child, which a lot of parents do, they're gonna still love you. And she's being selfish with it because she's saying it's my life. We understand it's your life. Like he gets it's your life. Your parents get it's your life. But you still represent your parents because they raise you. So how people look at you and how it reflects on them. Don't matter. It's like a butterfly effect. It always affects somebody. So a lot of times people get selfish with it. I mean, yeah, it's your life for sure. It's your life, but like you gotta think about that shit because that's like somebody. That's like you having a business and your business partner go do some dumb shit and be like, well, it's my life, it's me, and then you like, well, that how, but you're making the company look bad. Now you're losing money. With your parents and not them losing money. She said, well, they're still making much. He said they're still making money. They're still living their lives. That's not the point. They're losing respect in the community. They're losing faith. They're emotionally losing it. You know, Luna. Relax. Relax. Come on. Ah, this is Luna. This is Luna. You relax, girl. You relax, man.
The liberal ideology is emotionally
She's from
manipulated.
Denver. She's from Denver.
I know, but that's like
She's from
50%.
Denver.
It's still pretty close in Colorado.
Denver's pretty woke, man.
Yeah, but they're white people. It's still
They're woke.
Colorado
Yeah.
white people in
voted.
middle America still voting for Joe Biden. This is proof. Like, if you vote for Joe Biden, your daughter's going to go on the
Denver's
left.
pretty liberal, man.
Can I
Your
ask a
daughter will
question
sell
to
her
switch
body.
the topic real quick?
Yes.
Sure.
Excuse me. So I heard earlier you said men don't really want an independent woman. They don't care about her status, the type of money she makes. So what do men want if they don't want a hustler?
Okay,
Very
so
good question.
what I'm saying, so when I say this, right, girls immediately think it's like the opposite. Like, so you just want some dumb bitch. No.
Yeah.
What I am saying is that your accolades and your title and your success from a financial standpoint doesn't really matter to men that much. I mean, if I'm going to give you an equivalent, let's say you were the guy that was a really snappy dresser. You always wore, Dior and expensive Gucci sneakers and shit like that. Would it really matter that much to you?
I think it's kind of ugly. It's
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
even better. Even better. Would it be fair to say that that's a feminine trait to put that much stake in your appearance and designer clothing as a man?
Yikes! And putting effort into your appearance.
I don't know designer.
I don't think that's.
I don't think like
I mean,
like
look at
high
his
fashion. Like
jewelry.
high
I'm talking
luxury,
about
but,
high
like,
fashion
you
and
gotta
stuff
look
like
good.
that.
I feel like you gotta know how to dress.
Yeah, but I'm saying taking it to the next level. Like I only wear designer.
Bro.
I only
They know what he means. He's not explaining it right. What he's saying is, do you think it's a feminine trait when a guy worries so much about how he looks? Like, really think about it. Like, think about it. If y'all wake up, right, and the movie starts at 4 o'clock, right? There's one bathroom. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It takes your dude 2 hours to get ready. And you're not even going on a date. It's a quick movie back home. Just a little quick run. Oh look, it's a new movie out. Let's see it real quick. Back home, right? 2 hours to get ready. It's a feminine trait. It's a feminine. Nothing wrong with it, but it's a feminine trait. It's like, bro, why you spending more time in the bathroom than your girl, or you spend just as much time in the bathroom as your girl, bro? What? It to guys for them. It's feminine. Like the dude just in the bathroom trying to make sure he look cute, all that, all that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Take care of your skin and shit. Take care of yourself. Oh, for sure. But like to that level of like all the time, you doing it 24/7. Never a feminine trait. A feminine trait. It's what it is. Feminine trait. That pretty much what Myron's saying. He's like, bro, if he does that, like, isn't that a feminine trait? Because a lot of girls be catching that shit.
little bougie, etc. What would you say to that?
Kind of
Unrealistic.
Yep. He gotta be gotta have the highest designer on all the time. Make sure they got a little bag on his hip, designer bag. Like at the end of the day, a guy gonna be he always trying to be feminine dressing and shit. Always be up and like high on his looks and shit. It's a feminine trait. 'Cause that's what women do. It's a feminine trait. Nothing wrong with it.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So it's you find it unattractive. You just admitted a second ago.
No, but in women, I don't want to dress like that.
Okay,
I don't want to have as much.
It's a woman trait.
Asking you,
I'm
like,
going-
is it more valuable to men
I'm
or
going
to
somewhere
women?
It's
with this. The
Okay.
reason why I asked you that question was to give you a functional equivalent. So like you not giving a shit if a guy wears, designer and is dripped out all the time, that's how men feel about women's careers. It doesn't matter to us. Just like me wearing high-end fashion and being a metrosexual might be like, dude, you're kind of acting like a fucking girl here. That's how we feel about women that make money and are successful. We're like, dude, you're acting like a fucking dude here.
Oh, okay.
Does it make sense now?
Yeah, 100%.
So if you was to you was to make, let's say you got a job, right? And you make good money. Cool. You got a good job, you make good money. You come home, you femininity, you straight. But what he's saying is them girls who be like, I'm a boss bitch. Like, bro, I don't want nobody want to date another boss, dude. Like, well, don't in a girl's head, y'all looking at it like a movie. Y'all looking at it like back in y'all younger and oh, they both are CEOs, they both own this big company, they both big bosses. Y'all looking at it at like a TV show or like a movie, bro. This is reality, dog. That's not what it is. Jay-Z, Beyonce, that's that rarity. That shit rare. And you saw what that's rare. That's rare. And but nah, no dude wanna deal with another like person like him. Like another aggressor, another like alpha, another boss person. Like no dude wanna deal with that. No, and especially not at home, cause we deal with that shit in the real world. When we go out in the real world, we gotta already deal with that shit. And then being a boss, like deal with other bosses and niggas being extra and shit, and dudes pumping their chests up and trying to be alpha all the damn time. When we come home, we just want peace. And a lot of times, we don't. When we come home, shit, we don't even fully get the peace. We don't fully get it. That's where a man cave come into play. Like a man cave is where we can fully relax and just be like, finally, we can let down all our guards, go back into being how we want to be. Might play video games, might have a puzzle, do Legos. We might have a basketball, a boxing ring down there, boxing bags. We might have like uh mechanical stuff. We might have robots. We might have like engineering, computer stuff. We might just fucking, I don't know, play cards, do wood crafting or something. But that's us going into our peace area. We can finally release our peace. So when we come home and we deal with we CEO and we deal with a whole world who try to be CEO too. If we get in our car, we finally go home for the day. A lot of guys don't want to sit in their car in the driveway and be like, and mentally get out there and mentally you're prepared for the house. A lot of guys don't want to do that. So we want peace at home. That's why we want a soft girl. We want femininity. We want comfort. We want relaxing. We don't want argumentative. We don't want none of that because it's like I just want to come home to peace. That's I just want peace. That's all I ask for.
There you go. So that's the equivalent. So again, it doesn't mean that you're going to lose dates. I'm just saying men
Some
don't
men
really care
prefer
about
like
it.
a more feminine woman, right? Like,
Yeah, we
All
absolutely
men do.
We all
Yeah.
do.
It's the balance.
We all
Yeah.
do. Well, some guys might lie and say, "Oh, I want a girl that has her own and shit," but that's a bunch of propaganda. It's not true. Like typically, what I found is the men that are the most masculine, guys that got their shit together, guys that want to be providers, guys that want to take care of a girl, which is what women want, by the way. Those men don't like women that are masculine. They want a woman that's hyper feminine.
I'm not
So
masculine.
that's kind of what I've realized is what it.
Like I'm like you. Of course, a girl will have masculine traits. Like you look tomboyish. You want to go play football a little bit. You want to play me in basketball and shit, or like play the game with me and shit, or you want to play fight or play golf or just do some like man shit. I'm down with it. As long as but you trying to be like but you trying to be like masculine. Oh, bro, no.
Is in hyper feminine women want hyper masculine men. It's just opposites attract. So like very hyper masculine women, what ends up happening a lot of times is they might fuck a masculine guy, but it's very difficult for them to keep a masculine guy because the attitude and they're constantly clashing. Like you don't want to date yourself
Yeah.
as a dude.
And to be fair, nowadays it's hard to find a masculine man in today's society.
They voted for Joe Biden.
Exactly. That's
Or
that's
they're
true.
vaxxed or
Yeah,
something.
they're vaxxed.
I have no disrespect, but I just want to point out, like, when girls hear that, like, wait, they don't care about my career, they just want a dumb girl. I think a lot of women, and maybe it's the capitalist world we live in, we equate intelligence with career. You can be an intelligent woman and not have to invest all of your time and energy into your job. There's ways to exercise that. You could stay at home, you could read books, you can have like good conversations, you can volunteer, do charity. Everything else you do can be that could show your intelligence. I personally don't want a dumb girl to just do nothing all day. I want her to have things to do. I want her to say, I don't want her to always want my attention. When you have a girl who has nothing going on and you just want a second of silence, and then she like puts her leg on your leg and she's like, come here. That's the most annoying thing of all time. I want her to be active, just not with the career.
Yeah.
Depends. Sometimes, like if I'm bored, like if I'm not doing anything and I'm just bored, bro. I'm just sitting there bored and you wanna do that, cuddle and shit, that's fine. But if you see I'm busy or you see I'm doing something and you wanna do that, I'm like, hey, hold on, and you keep doing it, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get mad.
Yeah,
But, like,
another thing
very
too.
educated.
A lot of educated women are retards too. If I'm going to be all the way honest, because and I'll tell you why. Women typically major in useless degrees.
Tough.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go to school for fashion. So I don't wanna
There
hear
you go.
shit.
That-
I don't
that's a
wanna hear
very-
shit. I don't want to hear shit.
At least you understand it's a useless degree.
No, I understand though. That's
Right.
why I'm just saying it. Like
Yeah, like women typically major in like useless degrees. So like, and the thing is that a lot of these like degrees are just it's typically like some type of liberal studies or some kind. So it's just like it doesn't exercise critical thinking skills. Then you go to college where it's an indoctrination camp. They're teaching you a bunch of woke culture, a bunch of bullshit. So it's like I've met so many girls that have master's degrees but are absolute retards and can't like think critically outside the box. So
Right.
I don't know.
It's
It is
tough
what it
I
is.
feel like education and like knowledge or intelligence are two different things.
Very,
They are.
but they did a good job of making it feel
Making
like
it seem like your education is what you need, but it's really not.
defines your intelligence.
Yeah, and it
So-
Go get a
doesn't.
degree. You'll
Nah, you can be educated and still stupid. Oh, for sure. Like you can just like, okay, you pass school, cool. You memorize for the test, cool. But you're still mentally dumb. You can't think for yourself. You don't know what to do. You go out to the real world. You can't handle shit. Yeah, nah, it's different. There's a big difference.
I'm gonna be smart.
Yeah, you're gonna be smart. No, you're gonna
No.
be smart in
All right,
that field. when you get out on the street, you don't know, not the street like that.
We have
but in
chance
the
to
real
read.
world.
Okay.
But before then, happy birthday to Icy.
Happy birthday.
Icy, how old are you, Icy? Icy, how old are you? No, tell the camera.
A woman never says her age. A lady never says her age.
We all know she's a.
What's up?
29, bro.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
29? Damn. Damn.
I can't imagine seeing her at like 20.
Yo, did y'all put donuts in there with the candles? That's ghetto as hell.
Welcome, man. So,
Creative.
Yeah, they put donuts with the candles in it.
It's a Miami cake.
That's some good shit.
Miami
Blow a candle.
crazy.
Fresh and Fit
They got
podcast.
fresh and fit fucking donuts. Oh shit, look at that.
Wait, you should. Are you gonna eat
Or
one?
Damn, no.
And they kick you out?
I've never been a fan of donuts.
Yeah,
I've always hated pastries.
aren't you a cop?
that's hard.
hold on, Fresh. That joke was good, though.
Yeah,
That was a fire joke, though, bro.
Thank you,
I
man.
thought you were a cop.
See, I see those fancy donuts and I'm like, wait, who paid for that shit?
Yo, niggas be like, chilling with donuts like this.
Was it you, man?
I'm gonna see a bill. Okay, all right.